So one question I have, it's a difficult one. So I talk about love a lot, and you've just talked about Donald Trump. I guarantee you, though, this particular segment would be full of division from the
Yes.
internet.
Yes.
But believe that should be and can be fixed. What I'm referring to in particular is the division, because we've talked about the value of reason. And what I've noticed on the internet is the division shuts down reason. So when people hear you say Trump, actually, the first sentence you said about Trump, they'll hear Trump and their ears will perk up, and they'll immediately start in that first sentence. They'll say, "Is he a Trump supporter or a
They're not
anti-Trump?"
interested in anything else after that.
And then after that,
Yep.
that's it. And so my question is, you as one of the beacons of intellectualism, well, you're quite honest. I mean, it sounds silly to say, but
Yeah.
you are a beacon of reason. How do we bring people together long enough to where we can reason?
I mean, there's no easy way out of this, because the fact that people have become tribal, and they have, very tribal, and the tribe, uh, in the tribe, reason doesn't matter. It's all about emotion. It's all about belonging or not belonging, and you don't want to stand out. You don't want to have a different opinion. You want to belong, and it's all about belonging. It took us decades to get back to tribalism where we were hundreds of years ago. It took millennium to get out of tribalism. It took the Enlightenment to get us to the point of individualism, where we think in reason, respect for reason. Before that, we were all tribal. So it took the Enlightenment to get us out of it. We've been in the Enlightenment for about 250 years, influenced by the Enlightenment, and it's fading. The impact is fading. So what would we need to get out of it? We need self-esteem. People join a tribe because they don't trust their own mind. People join a tribe because they're afraid to stand on their own 2 feet. They're afraid to think for themselves. They're afraid to be different. They're afraid to be unique. They're afraid to be an individual. People need self-esteem. To gain self-esteem, they have to have respect for rationality. They have to think, and they have to achieve, and they have to recognize that achievement. To do that, they have to have respect for thinking. They have to have respect for reason. And we have to, and think about the schools. We have to have schools that teach people to think, teach people to value their mind. We have schools that teach people to feel and value their feelings. We have groups of 6-year-olds sitting around a circle discussing politics. What? They don't know anything. They're ignorant. So you don't know anything when you're ignorant. Yes, you can feel, but your feelings are useless as decision-making tools. Mm-hmm. But we emphasize emotion. It's all about socialization and emotion. This is why they talk about this generation of snowflakes. They can't hear anything that they're opposed to, because they've not learned how to use their mind, how to think. So it boils down to teaching people how to think. 2 things: how to think and how to care about themselves. So it's thinking and self-esteem, and they're connected, because when you think, you achieve, which gains your self-esteem. When you have self-esteem, it's easier to think for yourself. And I don't know how you do that quickly. I mean, I think leadership matters. So, part of what I try to do is try to encourage people to do those things. But I am a small voice.